It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Do the thing you fear most and the death of fear is certain. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. There are basically two types of people. People who accomplish things, and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. There are lies, damned lies and statistics. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. My mother had a great deal of trouble with me, but I think she enjoyed it. Buy land, they're not making it anymore. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. When in doubt, tell the truth. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me, it is the parts that I do understand. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. In the spring, I have counted 136 different kinds of weather inside of 24 hours.
Don't let schooling interfere with your education. Good friends, good books and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. It's no wonder that truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Thunder is good, thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. Golf is a good walk sport. We have the best government that money can buy. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. All generalizations are false, including this one. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. But who prays for Satan? Who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy soul. The 1st of April is the day we remember what we are the other 364 days of the year. If you hold a cat by the tail, you learn things you cannot learn any other way. When people do not respect us, we are sharply offended, yet in his private heart no man much respects himself. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Share this quote. When angry, count to 4. When very angry, swear. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. Laws control the lesser man. Right conduct controls the greater one. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. I didn't attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. No sinner is ever saved after the first 20 minutes of a sermon. Apparently there is nothing that cannot happen today. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. The main difference between a cat and a lie is that a cat only has 9 lives. The finest clothing made is a person's own skin, but, of course, society demands something more than this. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. Lord, save us all from old age and broken health and a hope tree that has lost the faculty of putting out blossoms. There is no distinctly American criminal class, except Congress. It is by the goodness of God that in our country we have those 3 unspeakably precious things: freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, and the prudence never to practice either of them. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of a joy you must have somebody to divide it with. Everything has its limit, iron ore cannot be educated into gold. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Everything human is pathetic. The secret source of humor itself is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. The secret source of humor is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. It were not best that we should all think alike. It is difference of opinion that makes horse races. Few things are harder to put up with than the annoyance of a good example. The very ink with which history is written is merely fluid prejudice. I never smoke to excess, that is, I smoke in moderation, only one cigar at a time. I was seldom able to see an opportunity until it had ceased to be one. Facts are stubborn, but statistics are more pliable. Training is everything. The peach was once a bitter almond. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. All emotion is involuntary when genuine. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Patriot, the person who can holler the loudest without knowing what he is hollering about. Only one thing is impossible for God, to find any sense in any copyright law on the planet. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has merely laid an egg cackles as if she laid an asteroid.